Hi, Cancer. We're going to do your love reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is general, as you know. So anyway, let's get started. This is crazy. Okay, this card, this is just pre-shuffle. I'm about to lay out a full spread, but this card has been just coming out like crazy every time I pick up this deck, and it's overwhelmed. It's about clutter or maybe mental clutter. And we have this beautiful butterfly transformation card. So that's maybe going on right now. Somebody may be, readjusting to fulfill their purpose in a more profound way, or discovering their purpose. Somebody is blossoming, ascending, transforming. And we have peace. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. I think some of this is negative energy for some of you. All this clutter, when everything is too cluttered, everything has energy. So, when your house or your space is cluttered, you're going to have negative energy. There's going to be negative energy from that. Okay. But this is beautiful. Look at this. So we have, the reading is about a return. That was the intention I set. So the question I asked. So we have Queen of Wands. That's strong, passionate action. And we have the Ten of Cups. It's not this one's foundation. This is, fulfillment, happy life, happy wife, beautiful energy, a lot of love. Somebody's taking action. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is foundation, union. It's often, 1111, the twin flame card. I have mixed feelings about twin flame because it can keep so many people stuck and waiting for someone, and I don't think that's what take whether it's real or that your person's a twin flame out of the scenario, and then just look at if it's her. And I have twin flame almost personal readings. They're freaking amazing. But you guys that have watched them or know that, and they'll be linked down below. But it just, if you take out whether or not it is a twin flame, just like, let's say it is, let's say it isn't, just minus that. Is it helping you? Is it hurting you? Is it holding you back? If that is the case, then, that's when I kind of draw the line on the whole twin flame thing. I just hate that some people might be hurting by watching tarot. I'm sorry, I'm kind of going off here. So, okay, Three of Swords. So that's looks like perpetuated pain, right? Three of Swords. So it's pain, but it is somewhat self-inflicted, or I don't ever like to say brought on yourself, but it looks like something that somebody could turn, that knife off of them. This is somebody feeling picked on. Here's Two of Cups. Love that. Two people that love each other, two people that give, two people that see eye to eye. But again, there looks like some self-sabotage there. And here we have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. Blessings. And then followed by the Ten of Cups. So we're going to dive in deeper. But wow. And there's a strong need for self-love here. I wonder if there's a lesson about self-love, and that, until you kind of get that Six of Pentacles. Giving. All right, let's look at your energy. We're going to do your energy at the top and the person. Look at that again. So see, I think you're coming out of a place where you might be getting out of a place of luminance, where you're just, thinking about what hurts, and maybe a place of gratitude would help that. Look at this. Wow. Look at these. I think you're in a place of healing. We're going to look and see what's going on with your person, but we've got the Justice card, balance, fairness, and I love this in this deck, because this Justice card with this Chariot card, I mean, look how there's layer. There's orange and blue in both. So these are both representing balance, and these are opposite directions. I just feel like there's something really major here. And then the Five of Swords. So this self-sabotage is losing its oomph. See how that last sword is broken? Something's evening out, and I think it's because you're moving forward or you're balancing things out. I just keep getting that there's a focus issue. There's a redirection of focus, and that could be on gratitude, stuff like that. Kind of like at all costs, I'm going to move forward with what's best for me, regardless of this other situation. At all costs, This is interesting because this card kept kind of like grabbing my attention. So your person's energy, enlightenment, that's the sun card, that's growth, hope, healing. Think about what does the sun do? It enriches, it enlightens, it exposes and shines light upon. So somebody might be figuring something out. 10 of Wands in the reverse, if we want to call it like that. And then 6 of Cups. So there is a return. Looks like you have a return. So overall energy of the reading has something to do with pain, possibly self-sabotage, and seeing eye to eye. We've got self-love, 9 and 10 of Cups. What's going on in the recent past? This is often where you can tell if this is your story. Okay, Knight of Wands. I feel like that might be in reverse. 6 of Wands. Success, victory, recognition. Nine of Swords. 2 Knights. Maybe, we're going to clarify that, but it could be that somebody has been just really needing, oh my gosh. Really, I'm sorry when I do that. I know it's frustrating. Let me finish this thought and then I'll go here. But like somebody was really needing validation and credit and was taking a lot of action to get it. So maybe, I don't know, from others. But remember that, I don't know, he just picked up on a need to say, don't say, you don't have to share too much. You don't have to tell. You do need some connections or confidants, support groups, support system that you can share everything with. But then if you have that, then you'll feel less needing to share too much of yourself or reveal too much to people that's not safe for you to do that with. Okay, something like that. But look at that. You got a return. This is a return. Second chances and a cycle that changes. A cycle ending. So in the meantime, we're going to do either charms or pendulum or something. But in the meantime, there's still a need for you to transform and just keep building on your better self. It might have something to do with clutter or old habits, patterns. I'm going to pull a clarifying deck. I want to see if we get anything else on this outcome. Wow, look at that, the Emperor. Could be dealing with an Aries, but that is getting your power back, being in control. I mean, this is your outcome. Holy moly, right? It's crazy. So, let me shut my door. Hold on. Hey. Sorry, guys. There was music on in my daughter's room, and if that picks up when I'm uploading, then they'll scratch my whole video because they'll still copyright me. So that worries me a little bit. Let's see. Anyway, so Phoenix rising. This is everything we've talked about. This is about you growing, you becoming your best self, you not needing somebody else's approval. And a cycle is ending and you being in your power. Okay, I'm going to pull this because I feel like it's significant. It's the 8 of Cups. So I'm going to move to clarifying deck. Tell me about this Eight of Cups. What are we walking away? Okay, too many. Hold on. What are we walking away from now? Oh, interesting. Where I put the card down right after that. Eight of Swords. Judgment. Again. I wonder if that was you judging yourself. Six of Pentacles. It's generosity, giving. Well, these cards are active. Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I think this is about needing approval. We've got this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Could be a mother or a boss or a strong female presence. The success you're seeking or the validation you're seeking is going to be more satisfying or rewarding if it comes from within rather than trying to live up to someone else. Yeah, look at this. You've got a Two of Cups coming. That's the second time we've had that. Okay, clarify a little bit of this recent past. The Two Knights. King of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. That looks good. What's the problem with that? King of Cups is a lot of love. I think there was maybe a little bit of giving that was unjustified or wrongly directed or not appreciated. The Hangman in reverse. Offering maybe something too much to someone that wasn't ready or didn't deserve it. Look, this is a return. Again, looks like. Four of Wands, Five of Cups. Something is revealed. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. This isn't, I mean, it looks like you have an amazing return and it looks very promising, or somebody from your past coming. It looks like a return, and we've got a lot of potential here. But there is a message. We're going to get an oracle, but there is a message about not needing it, something like that. Not letting it define your happiness. That might need to happen before this return happens. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence, perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. I also just felt that some of you might need to not spend right now. There might be a little bit of a tendency to overspend that could be causing some self-sabotage. So be careful what you're spending. Make sure you have more, enough saved, whatever, I don't know. Something like that. You should know more than me how it applies. A lot of purple. Wow. Material and spiritual prosperity. All right, that's beautiful. Let's read it. And there's partnerships and alliances. There's harmony. Okay, so good things coming. Very, very good things coming. Let me read that. Number 6. I think this is like a Two of Cups again. Oh, and a Three of Wands. No, a Three of Pentacles. And this is Justice again. Wow, these 3 cards are going to sum up the whole thing. So let's see. You guys let me know in the comments how it resonated. And hit leave. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. It helps our connection. It helps your readings come through stronger. So the number 6 represents a peaceful, tranquil time when problems seem to actually disappear. A sudden bonus, pay raise, or even a promotion could be in the offering. It could be expected or arrive out of the blue. This card may also signify a group that has worked and strived toward the success of a common goal. A time of prosperity, balance, and harmony. Oh, wow. That's crazy. So these 3 cards, you guys saw that, how those flew out, right? And look, this is naming all 3 of them. A time of prosperity, which is the one we're reading. And then it says balance, which is the harmony. And it says harmony. And it just talked about alliances, did it not? May signify a group that has worked and strived towards success. Wow. Tarot blows my mind when it's so, when the messages just confirm each other like that. Okay, so in your physical and spiritual existence, it's showing you a time of prosperity, balance, and harmony. In your physical and spiritual existence, it's showing you that a practice of giving and receiving will bring you true riches. Look into your life and see where you can spread spiritual and physical wealth. Is there a person or favorite charity that would welcome an act of kindness right now? Practice generosity, gratitude, and compassion so that you continue to prosper in all areas of your life. I'm feeling Gemini, just so you know. What's wrong with my cat? Do y'all hear her? She's very chatty, but usually she's chatty when she's talking to me. I don't know, she's across the room somewhere. Okay, this is amazing, 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 amazing. So, good things are coming. You're being rewarded. This is kind of a little bit like the last reading, but hard work is paying off. Material and spiritual prosperity, working together. This is suggesting maybe charity. That if you don't have the money, that could be in the form of, volunteering. But I feel like you guys are thriving or about to thrive in money. It says money could be coming out of the blue. So you've got a return and success in business too. I mean, probably didn't have to go any further than this. Phoenix rising, cycles ending or completing. And the Emperor card. I mean, that's like power, money, just a beautiful transformation, all over the place transformation. Let me, should we grab charms? What should we do? Let me grab a couple charms for you guys. I'm just going to do a few. I'm worried this reading is not going to upload because of a strike. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so we have Passion, Scorpio. We have a blue flower. I just kind of felt the lotus. That might mean something. See these. The blue flower, strong is beautiful. Here's a fish. There's a little turquoise. Not probably supposed to be in there. A red heart and a feather. A bicycle. A t-shirt with the heart. A whale. I need to get new charms, I think. Practical, Virgo. Okay, let's get some letters and some dice. I wonder what that is. Candy, maybe? So there, oh my gosh, 555. How about that? How crazy is that? But it's progress, see that? 555 to 666. 666 is not a bad number in tarot, just FYI. That's kind of crazy. 555 is about perseverance and keep going, during, could be adversity. D-N-D. Oh, look at that, candy. I was feeling candy. What does that have to do with anything? You guys let me know. And you can't see, so I should fix that. So we have a G, and an I, and a gig, and a dig, maybe? Oh, I was really trying to keep these readings shorter. F and L. Bill. Is there a bill? B-I-L-L. Oh. The T, another G. Let's take some of these G's out. So duplicates. Yeah, just duplicates, a D and a T. So there's a pink butterfly. All right, you guys, let me know in the comments how this resonated and if it was helpful. Here's an A, another A that fell. And you have beautiful things coming. So I think there's a element of knowing that the power is within you and the You definitely have a return. It looks promising. It looks like it's going to be valuable, but I think there's a maybe a lesson here about not having to work so hard for someone's approval. Something like that. That's going to be key in this connection. Okay. It's almost like we discredit ourselves when we feel like we have to prove ourselves too much or work hard. So make sure you have that Empress energy of being able, where you just exude the confidence, and you don't need the validation outside of yourself. All right, you guys, I love you so much, and let me know in the comments. I will see you soon. I will see you soon. I will see you soon.